Welcome, everyone. So, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the science of skin aging. We're going to break down an expert guide to really help you understand and care for your skin as it matures.
I mean, it's a question we've all probably asked ourselves, right? You see the changes on the surface, but what's the actual story happening underneath? Well, that's exactly what we're here to figure out together. Okay, let's dive right in. I want you to think of this explainer as your own personal consultation. We're going to take all that confusion and turn it into clarity so you can understand your skin on a completely new level. All right, first things first, we've got to understand the what, the visible signs of mature skin. Most of these changes are driven by a natural decline in two key proteins, collagen and elastin. Just think of them as the scaffolding for your skin. Collagen gives it structure and firmness, and elastin, that's what gives it that bounce back. Now, this is really cool because it shows you exactly what's shifting under the surface. On the left, you've got younger skin, which is like a super busy factory, pumping out collagen, cells turning over really fast, holding onto moisture like a sponge. But then on the right, well, that factory starts to slow down. And that slowdown leads to all the changes we're about to talk about. So what happens when that factory slows down? You start to see these noticeable shifts in your skin's texture. Because cell turnover isn't as quick, dead cells can kind of hang around and build up, which causes roughness. Your skin also produces less natural oil, leading to dryness. And as it loses that springy elasticity, the openings of your pores can actually start to look bigger. And it's not just about how your skin feels, right? It's also about its overall tone and radiance. Years of sun exposure can cause your skin to overproduce melanin. That's the pigment that gives skin its color. That can lead to what we call age spots, or hyperpigmentation. Plus, reduced blood circulation can leave your complexion looking a little dull, and as the skin thins, those tiny blood vessels underneath can become more visible, causing redness. This slide really drives the point home. It shows how losing that collagen and elastin, that natural scaffolding, affects the skin's whole structure. Without that strong support system, the skin can lose firmness and start to sag. And when you combine that with a lifetime of smiles and frowns, well, that's what leads to wrinkles and fine lines. Okay, so we've got the what down. We understand the signs. Now let's talk about the why. By setting really clear goals, we can build a skincare plan that's strategic and actually works, instead of just, throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. And look, it's easy to get overwhelmed by all the options out there. So instead, we're going to boil it all down and focus on just 4 key goals. Think of this as your roadmap to improving your skin's health and appearance in a really targeted, meaningful way. First up, and honestly, this is the most fundamental goal, hydration. Just think about the difference between a grape and a raisin. Moisture is everything. When skin is dry, fine lines and wrinkles look so much more obvious. But hydrated skin, it looks plumper, smoother, and just way more radiant. Next up is firming. Remember that internal scaffolding we were talking about earlier? This is all about rebuilding it. The goal here is to wake up your skin's fibroblasts. Those are the little cells responsible for making new collagen and elastin to help restore that structural support and improve your skin's overall firmness. Goal number 3 is all about boosting circulation. Your blood is basically a delivery service, bringing all the good stuff like essential nutrients and oxygen to your skin cells. So better circulation means a better delivery service, which helps kick dullness to the curb and promotes that healthy, vibrant glow we're all after. And finally, and I can't stress this enough, this is absolutely crucial: protection. See, preventing future damage is just as important as fixing what's already there. And sun exposure is, without a doubt, the #1 accelerator of skin aging. So shielding your skin from UV rays, it's completely non-negotiable for its long-term health. All right, we have our goals, we know our why. So now for the really fun part, the how. We're going to put a spotlight on the hero ingredients that are scientifically proven to help you crush those goals we just laid out. Let's kick things off with an absolute powerhouse, the gold standard of anti-aging ingredients, retinoids. These are all derivatives of vitamin A, and they are, hands down, some of the most powerful and well-researched ingredients in all of skincare. Retinoids are superstars for a reason. They get down to the cellular level to speed up cell turnover, which helps with texture and tone. But here's the magic trick. They actually tell your skin to create more of its own collagen, effectively fighting wrinkles from the inside out. It's pretty incredible. Now let's talk about peptides. I want you to think of these as tiny little messengers for your skin cells. They're short chains of amino acids, and their whole job is to carry very specific instructions. So what's the message they're carrying? Basically, their job is to signal your skin to ramp up production of collagen and elastin. By delivering that, hey, make more collagen message, they help support the skin's structure, which in turn improves firmness and reduces the look of wrinkles. Okay, moving on to your skin's personal bodyguards, antioxidants. This category includes big names you've probably heard of, like vitamin C and vitamin E, and their main job is playing defense. So picture this. Every single day, your skin is under attack from these unstable molecules called free radicals. They come from pollution, UV rays, you name it. And these little attackers love to break down your collagen. Antioxidants are the heroes that swoop in, neutralize these free radicals, and stop the damage before it even starts. And finally, let's meet the ultimate hydrator. Seriously, if your skin is thirsty, hyaluronic acid is the answer. It's this incredible molecule that acts like a super sponge for your skin. Hyaluronic acid is what's known as a humectant, which is just a fancy way of saying it attracts and holds on to water. And it is ridiculously good at its job. Get this, it can hold up to 1,000 times its own weight in water. It just pulls that moisture into the skin, giving it this intense hydration and that plump, dewy look that makes fine lines look so much softer. And what's wild is your body actually makes it naturally, but you guessed it, that production slows down over time. So when you boil it all down, what's the key takeaway? It's this simple but really powerful framework. Understand the signs, that's your what. Know your goals, that's your why. And choose your ingredients, that's your how. If you follow those 3 steps, you can create a routine that truly, truly works for you. By understanding these core principles, you're not just guessing anymore. You are totally empowered to make smart, informed choices for your skin's health, not just for today, but for the future. So, the real question is, how are you going to write the next chapter in your skin's story?